Do you ever feel just drained after going out? Or do you feel dread and even fear before even stepping out? See, a lot of people confuse introversion with social anxiety, and they are not the same. So by the end of this video, you will know what the differences are and what to actually do about it. But first, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Dr. Vanessa Milagros, and I'm a licensed mental health professional. I make mental health videos on different topics, so if you're interested, subscribe, like, and leave me a comment down below. Let's get started. So introversion is a personality trait, and usually individuals with this personality trait like to be in solitude, or small and meaningful interactions are what they prefer. They recharge by being alone. They can be social, but they definitely need that time afterwards to recover. Social anxiety, on the other hand, is a mental health diagnosis, and it is not a personality trait. People with social anxiety feel intense fear and dread or worry about social interactions. They experience even physical symptoms in relation to this, like sweaty palms, nausea, vomiting, racing heartbeat, and they fear being judged and embarrassed or rejected. For example, someone who struggles with social anxiety, they may want to actually go to certain events. However, they will not show up most times because of the fear of being judged or rejected by others, even if that may not be the reality of the situation. So let's go through some key differences to really hone this in. Introverts prefer solitude, but don't mind social situations. With social anxiety, they may want to connect genuinely, but the fear is stronger than the desire for connection. With introverts, there are no physical symptoms due to fear of social situations. With social anxiety, there are physical symptoms that go along with the anxiety. With introverts, social situations may be draining. However, they're not scary. And in social anxiety, social events create an immense amount of distress and often leads to avoidant behaviors. So how can you decipher which one you have? More of an introverted personality trait or a social anxiety disorder? Well, first of all, you have to have a social anxiety disorder diagnosis in order to really understand that this is what you have and to know what to do to work on it. An introverted personality trait, a lot of it easier to tell. So here are some self-reflection questions you can ask yourself right now. Number one, do you avoid social events because you don't enjoy them or because you're afraid of them? Number two, when you think about an upcoming social event, do you feel neutral or excited? Or do you feel panic and dread? Number three, do you replay past conversations in your head and with that become worried about what you might have said, how you might have said it, how others have taken it? If most of your answers to these questions are leaning towards more fearful and avoidant responses, then probably mostly social anxiety, but you also need to get that diagnosed by a mental health professional. But if it's more about energy levels, then it's probably mostly introversion. So what can you do about it? If you're introverted, here are a few ways to help in certain situations. Number one is to accept and embrace your personality. Introversion is not a negative thing. Being able to have a balance between socializing and keeping for yourself or remaining on your own, finding that balance is healthy, and enjoying your own company is also healthy. The next tip is to set boundaries for your social interactions. So being able to say, I will go to this event, but I will stay for this long and then I'm done. That's a great example of a boundary to have. It still allows you to have those social interactions, which are important, but it also allows you to say, I have a limit, and that's okay too. And the last tip is to find social situations that suit you. If you are more intrigued and invigorated by social situations that are smaller in size but have more meaningful conversations, there is nothing wrong with that. Find more of those. Now, if you have social anxiety or you believe that you might, first step is to seek mental health professional advice and ask them. Tell them what you're experiencing, why you believe this is what you have. When you work with a mental health professional, they can actually help educate you and also give you the resources that you need in order to help reduce social anxiety. And it's okay to not do everything on your own. A lot of times we feel like we have to fix ourselves. No, you don't. There are support systems around that are ready to help. All you have to do is ask. Some of the things that you may work on if you struggle with social anxiety is working on gradual exposure to social interactions, challenging the negative thoughts associated with social settings. And this is done slowly over time, so don't worry. It's not all at once. and other forms of CBT or DBT or other therapeutic styles to help based on your needs and your situation. So don't feel like one size fits all. That's not the way therapy works. It's dependent on you, what you come in with, what you want to work on, your goals, and your capacity of being able to find things that work for you that may not work for the next person, but that are going to help you get to the point that you want to get to. So if you're like, listen, I don't want to get to a point where I'm at a social event every week. I just want to get to the point that if I get invited to one, I am able to have the tools that I need to reduce the intense feelings of dread and fear associated with it. Or when I'm at those events, being able to reduce my anxious, negative self talk and thoughts. Those are great goals to have that you can definitely work on achieving with a mental health professional by your side and other helpful support systems. So, which one do you relate more towards? Social anxiety symptoms potentially, or introversion personality traits? Let me know in the comments below. If you have any video requests, make sure to let me know as well. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I will catch you in the next video. Take care.